Heaven's California.
Right then, Monday the 13th of March, FA Cup quarter-final, Manchester United versus Chelsea, or Chelsea versus Manchester United, either or, I don't care, not expecting much, but let's see what we can do. No, it's a red. Oh my god, no! No, Kante don't. Oh, what a finish by Kante, but no, it's over. It's all over now. 10 men. Kante scored. Chelsea are through. Hang on though. There's some hope. Rashford. Come on, Rashford. Come on. No, Courtois. Oh, it's game over. We're not going to get another chance. No way. And that is it. Chelsea 1. Manchester United 0. Chelsea have won the fixture. And what a game it could have turned out to be. At the end of the day, you know what? I like to think myself as a fair pundit. I will tell you, United fan or not, I will say how it is. And today we did get beaten by, well, yesterday now, because I'm now recording today, on Tuesday when you're seeing this. But we did get beaten by the better team. And as I said previously when I was just about to sit down to watch the video, you're really not going to expect anything. We didn't have our main player. We had Martial out. We had a few players out. Illness, injury, whatever. We had to pull out a very weak inside anyway. And we got beaten, really. You had Chelsea at one hand, who, you know what? This is how I like to put it. You have both Manchester clubs. Kind of Spurs, not so much Spurs, and Liverpool. When you catch Manchester United, Arsenal, City, Liverpool, on a good day, they're good. On a bad day, they're bad. Chelsea this season haven't had good or bad days. They just have the day. Antonio Conte, I give him 100% credit, because he has got that team to go out there, week in, week out, game in, game out, and get the job done. Just get it over with. Whether or not they have the best team in the league or not, I'm not going to make a comment on that. I mean, I'd much rather take Chelsea's team than Manchester United team right now, but they have Eden Hazard, and he's an absolutely fantastic ball-class player, one of the best, if not the best, in the Premier League right now. And what Manchester United set out to do today, from what I saw from the get-go, was we're not letting that man anywhere near our goal. As soon as he got near our goal, David De Gea, not going to lie, he pulled out some amazing shots. I mean, not shots, shot stops, saves, whatever you call them. I don't care. He's pulling out saves for the team week in, week out. And what are the team actually giving him back? Absolutely nothing. Our game plan yesterday for that match, quarterfinal of the FA Cup. Okay, we didn't have our star man Ibrahimovic, or we had Marcus Rashford. I'll go on to younger players in a minute. But our game plan was defend, have them our two central midfielders were all over Eden Hazard. Their job was to defend against Eden Hazard. And don't get me wrong, they did that, but latest today, the FA have charged Manchester United for yesterday's actions for failing to control their players. Failing to control our players. Do you know how bad that makes the club, the bad name that gives the club? I'm pretty sure there might have been a charge similar to that last year where Spurs and Chelsea went off and there was like, the Spurs team were like 9 yellows. It was absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. Failing to control our players because the managers are getting too He's getting hit up, yeah. It's a big game, yeah. But you know what? We were doing fine until the red card. Now, the red card, you know what? I can see why he gave it. Because to be honest, he was getting hacked off. You had Ander Herrera only just picked up a yellow card for the amount of fouls we did on Eden Hazard was absolutely ridiculous. And I'm not going to lie, when Phil Jones, or was it was either Herrera, it was Herrera actually picking up his first yellow, when he clattered him down and Eden Hazard was on the floor, my heart skipped a beat. I was like, oh my god, we might have just got rid of the main game player, and we could possibly change tactics the second half if he went off. But he came back on, all respect for that. I'm not going to make too many more comments on that particularly. But I felt the emphasis was very much on Eden Hazard. And yes, he is the main scorer. But when we had the red card, which I can see why, as I said, I can see why I give him. Because we had like 3 straight fouls on Hazard all in a row. And he was, credit to the referee, I think he did a decent job that game. The officials, I think they did a decent job as well. The officiating was quite good that match. I don't think there's any calls that should have been given that were. But I can see why he gave it. Things were getting out of hand with the fouls, and something had to give. And unfortunately for Herrera, who is one of our best midfielders, if not our best midfielder right now, Paul Pogba, he's just an £89 million problem. I wouldn't actually know what to do with him at all right now. I don't know what to do with him. I don't know where he's best. He was playing at attacking midfield yesterday. Had the freedom to roam the pitch of Ashley Young and Mkhitaryan. Okay, Mkhitaryan had to come off. We don't know what had happened if Mkhitaryan had stayed on for the full 90. But Mkhitaryan came off, Fellaini came on, and we don't know what would happen with 11 men. It was good with 11 men up till the red card. I thought, you know what, we could have a chance here. I wasn't expecting nothing. I said straight away, it's a loss, and I can now see if it was the draws yesterday with Arsenal getting City and Chelsea getting Spurs. Unless Spurs pull something off big time, I can see Chelsea winning the double this season. I've already said they have won. I already said at Christmas that they've won the league, and I still say they've won the league. They're formidable. They're the best team in the country right now, and probably when they get into Europe next year, if they keep this 3-4-3, then you know what, they could have a European chance. We haven't had a good European team in this country since Sir Alex Ferguson and Manchester United, and the last time Chelsea won it, which was a couple of years ago. But enough about that. Back to the game. So Herrera got sent off. Things were still doing okay. And then Kante came. And Kante scored. You know what? Kante, I will say it right now, he's the best midfielder in the Premier League. Again, another player that goes out there and does his job. He's an absolute machine. 1 minute he'll be over there, 1 minute he'll be over here. I mean, I reckon he could teleport all the way across my screen in fucking like 0.5 seconds. He's absolutely ridiculous. This man is on fire. And I don't see any other club buying him. I don't see Chelsea letting him go. And I can see, you look how much they paid. I think it was 30 mil. We paid 89 million for a fucking French mess. He's a mess. He has every fucking haircut. And I say it week in, week out. I gave him my support for the first 6 months. But now I'm starting to get hacked off. I'm actually starting to get proper pissed off with him. Because I know, everyone knows he's got the potential to be a good player. But it's not there. Something's missing. I'm not too sure where we're going to play him next match. I mean, you've got an 89 million pound problem. There we go. Bit of a tongue twister, that one. And he's, I don't know, that maybe he's just not suited to Premier League, I don't know. But we're not going to get that money back for him now. No way. You're not going to get that money back for him. And I don't see us getting rid of him. But we need to find something. And normally, this is what really does estrange me. You pay that amount of money for that player, a player of that quality, and you're really like, we can't drop this guy, surely not. We're paying £89 million to sit on the bench. I could go and do that for them. You need 7 subs or something. 7 subs, yeah. You can let me have 3 on. I'll go and sit on the bench for them if you want. I can't play fucking football to save my life. I can only just about kick a ball. You can't put £89 million on a bench, but I don't want to see him on the field if he's going to be playing like that. But you know what? Who cares? You got to work. We had to work with what we had to our dispense. We were lucky we had a centre forward at our dispersal. With Rashford, hadn't that been bloody If he hadn't been well enough to start, God knows who we'd have been playing. We may have been ended up calling up a fucking under-23, which is even worse. I mean, that's where Rashford came from, but doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. It's kind of like, can you see a positive from the match? Yes, we were on 10 men. We only lost 1-0, beaten by the better team. Would we have seen anything different with 11 men? Probably not. It would have been interesting to see a whole match with 11 men. But you know what? What can you do? They're pushing the limit. They're being aggressive. I put that down as a manager fault. Probably one of his tactics was make sure Hazard isn't going to get the ball. The one opportunity we did have, Rashford, probably it was a great save from Courtois, world-class save to save him the match. But any other striker, any proper prolific striker, would have put that bottom right-hand side corner and would have tucked it away. But you know what? The kid can't get match experience if he's only coming on. They say he scored twice in his last 29 games. He's only made 15 starts this season, and most of them have been on the wing. Marcus Rashford isn't a winger for me. He can cross the ball, but I like him at centre forward where he can run forward. And Jose isn't known for playing the young players, which is why I was a bit dubious of him at the start. And don't get me wrong, we've progressed. I can see progression, but are we going to get progressive young players with Jose Mourinho? Probably not. Jose Mourinho has always been, we're going to buy a player, we're going to use him, we're going to win. That's not what Manchester United have been about. Look at Ryan Giggs, Paul Scholes, David Beckham, Nicky Butt, all from the youth development team. Have any of our youth players come from the development team? One. One was playing this day. All the others were bought from other teams. I don't like that direction. I don't like loads of money being thrown at football. I think football has become too much about money, but what can you do? I mean, we lost. We're out the FA Cup. We can't defend. We can't get the treble. Do we put our bags into the league now, or do we still focus on Europa? I don't know. You let me know. And also, just before we finish this up, make sure if you want to see all of my live reactions and live punditry, as some people may call it, make sure you're following me on Snapchat. I'll put it right here now. Make sure you go and drop me a follow. I'll follow you. Currently, I'm following people back, so you know what? I don't know you. If I know you're not, I'll give you a follow back for now, seeing as we're only a small YouTuber here, and I like to be generous and give people a follow back. Never really been much of a fan of Snapchat, but kind of getting into the fact now, and it's actually really good to just keep a uproll with opinions, just snap a photo of the game, what's going on, you know, all that dilly-dally. It's a good thing. It's a good thing, so make sure you're following me on that. That is going to be the end of this little review. If you did enjoy, remember to smash the like button down below and subscribe if you haven't already to make sure you're not missing out on any of the content. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.